Hi folks, we are back at the 8 Regents tournament, so we have only a couple of games remaining from the Martell Stark match, and I believe this is game 6 that Connor played against Johannes and recorded his own screen so you can see his cards here. It's Assault from the Shadows, which is not the worst thing for Martell, one of the better ones we still had left at this point, against Banner of the Dragon, which is not one of Stark's best, but 2 years ago when I played against Connor, who was in the Stark team, then he played Stark Dragon, I remember. It was super annoying with the Plaza of Pride and stuff, and I couldn't win that one.
Yeah, still think of Banner Dragon to be like a bad one. I mean, you have quiz guide available for I don't know, Fast Eddie or something like that. So
Yeah. Well, the set of Greenblood traders on setup is not the best. You want them triggered, so it's honestly pretty dreadful. Have some confinements. Okay, have to try to dominate the challenges phase with that. Stark has one renowned guide who just happens to also deal with shadows randomly. And Wyman, yeah, well, two renowned guys, I guess. So this is not
and
good for us in the beginning.
when I say it's randomly, I think you should have expected Jason to be in the Stark deck, just any Stark deck, you know.
Yeah.
Especially against Martell or
Just a
Tyrell, I think.
4/4 renowned guy that also kills shadows. Wish some other factions had access to cards like that.
Okay. He's a very good card, yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna play our confinements, I guess. Well, if you put Rihanna Martell into shadows, she can come out and take an icon. Arehotach, okay, that reduces his cost by quite a lot.
By 2.
Yeah, does he want the snake and Areo this round, or can he spare some gold for the other confinement? Stark still has to marshal.
Confinement is 1 cost.
Yes. Okay, Water Gardens lost and White Harbor draw location. Against, I expected more board presence, so now it's not so bad. And Claim Soak, or whatever you wanna call this, will sacrifice itself. Don't have a military icon anyway at the moment. What can we do with challenges? I would suggest not a lot. I think this will be defended. Unless Johannes wants power on the faction card. Has plenty of cards, he will get more with White Harbor, of course.
Happy to have power, I guess.
Well, but he does
Just
lose
Fast
80,
Eddie.
so was it worth it? I think we have the icon control to deal with him, though, so he could get condemned and yeah. and the other icon taken with Ariane, for instance, or just removed with Sand Snake, with what's she called, Scheming Snake. So he wasn't going to get mass renown, I don't think, in this game. Okay, that's all we can do, I think. Have to use our stuff in the challenge that has Jason. We could play confinement on Jason. Is there any good reason not to play Confinement on Jason? Guess if
For
you want
confinement
to...
and arrow and scheming snake, so I don't know.
Yeah, we could just use one of the other cards on him, I guess.
Confinement play restriction?
Strength 4 or lower.
Okay.
Yeah, giving econ instead of more characters. And this is not good.
This is even worse than losing Eddie.
I don't think she should have been in hand.
Yeah, I mean...
At least not in a way that she could also get discarded. I mean, why not just use the cards that we have to stop challenges coming through?
I guess it's a fair trade, Eddie for Ariane.
Yeah, it's not a fair trade because she's the one character that you need that does absolutely everything in this deck. It's
I
going
mean,
to
I
stop
think
the opponent's plan, and Eddie is just, okay, the best renowned guy, but one of the 17 renowned guys that Stark has in their deck.
this is probably meant to work with Fast Eddie, right? To stand him a lot and stuff like that, I don't know.
We're going to stop some challenges to deny the White Harbor. That's decent enough, but look at our hand now. If we spent everything, don't have any more. I guess we can still play the confinements, but Rihanna is the one we needed. I think she should have been either in play or in shadows. And
But if you then can't stop challenges from Jason, right?
yeah, but she could have come out though for 5 gold. Arehotach was I don't know, a bit too much here. Cost all of the resources, and you needed to trigger him, otherwise you carry 5 gold with nothing to do. So anyway, it is what it is. Let's see how the rest of the game goes. So we have one reset Wildfire Assault, which is not bad. 3 on 3 and some icon controlling locations attachments repositioned. Sounds like
I
a
guess it's not
decent game.
bad, but I don't know. It's to me, it doesn't count as a proper reset wildfire, or at least I don't think of it as a proper reset. I only think it's good if you can have another reset edition.
Well, let's get that Nymeria into play. So if she is one of the characters that stays for Wildfire, that's not bad in a 3 on 3 situation. Okay. We have Doran's game, so at some point we'll be able to actually gain some power to match Stark's power gain, maybe. Don't have Ricasa, didn't have Behest, so it's a bit slow. It's not a card you want in the opening hand necessarily. Okay, I don't think Stark will magically get the characters that are able to win this Intrigue challenge. Oof, okay. And a cancel for confinement. Well, sorry to say, but Connor walked right into that. Should have had Nymeria in play. No reason not to. Have to get your strong characters that are costly into play when you can, and then you wildfire. And if it's 3-on-3, for instance, Jason, Wyman, and Dario Naharis, and two of them that have confinement, and you have Nymeria to take another icon, that's a good deal for you.
So what's the situation on allies? I don't know if any of them have trade.
Yeah, Greenblood traders are allies, and Scavengeries as well.
Oh yeah, of course, Scavenger would be right. But
I mean, can you stop the challenge is the question. Confinement on character that doesn't have an intrigue icon.
Miria or I don't think you can stop intrigue though. You have so many intrigue icons.
Yeah, not now, I don't think.
Two characters with intrigue icons.
Yeah, can play siege preparations next round with an empty hand ahead of that wildfire, possibly. Stark can't Morgulis on this board, so could have had the strong characters in play. I really should have been Nymeria and Ariane Martell in play here. Played basically everything else and not that, which is not ideal. And yeah, Brand the Builder draw and this thing, so either Queensguard or a card that searches for Queensguard. What are the icons that are left? So 1 military and 3 intrigue.
Except Snake can remove one
Mm-hmm.
intrigue.
Yeah, of course he does intrigue with the one character that's guaranteed to. Well, it's the only icon actually. So military isn't gonna happen.
Military, he can stand Jura.
Yeah, Majora can beat Arehotar.
Yeah, let's see. So Jura sacrifices himself if he does now a challenge. Couldn't he do couldn't he do just intrigue with Wyman and Missandei? Yeah.
Yeah,
Would
if
be
he
better
put
to do
both,
so.
then one scheming snake cannot remove them both.
Yeah.
But it's
And then you have military and power still going through.
yeah, but it wouldn't work, right? Because scheming snake, for instance, removes Wyman, and then you just defend against Missandei, and then intrigue doesn't happen. Which I guess is a legitimate option, but yeah, without knowing that there's siege preparations and without knowing the hand, the media, perfect card to discard, and Martell is now screwed. So I think it was the correct call to just make sure to push the intrigue through. Although could still have been stopped. I mean, you don't know the card in Shadows. Could have been something that stopped Dario winning. So the result is not terrible. Card disadvantage will be reversed a little bit, but look at our Chads, and Wildfire is absolutely dreadful now because we failed to Actually, Marshall are strong characters. Didn't even defend the Game of Thrones plot, so if it played Late Summer Feast, you could have just played out everything. By the way, Stark leads 3-2 now in this match after 5 games. Forgot to say that at the start. Tristan is not bad in combination with some of the other stuff that we had and lost. Okay, leave him in shadows, I think. Play the Econ, okay, lose the runs game for claim. And then trigger siege preparations and see what Wildfire does. It's not gonna be amazing. You can marshal him into shadows and use the agenda on Doran's game.
You can do that, and then you have
Problem
both
is
left.
Jason sucks for you if you have stuff in shadows. Okay, not going to bother with shadows. Just, yeah, okay, whatever. I would have used this agenda to put Doran's game. That forces kind of Jason to try to do the challenge to see what the card is. And it's nothing great, nothing
I
that's
think
not gonna
it's
be lost anyway.
probably irrelevant. I mean, one thing is you could put both in shadows, then Jason is probably not gonna get renown, and you lose one and not the other.
Yeah, use the armory though to just make sure he gets both.
Yeah, but then using the armory, I don't know, it's not too bad.
Can't stop this. So I keep going back to the decision not to marshal some stuff that or put it in shadows that really should have been in shadows, but actually didn't need to be discarded with the first Indrik challenge either. So that was a bit of bad luck. It's kind of ruined this game now because we could have controlled most of the icons here, and yeah, this is still happening. Can't stop it. Yeah, bodyguard is a fair call. You don't know what's coming. And Morghulis here after siege preparations would have been okay for Martell. Okay, everything's skilled, but so is most of Stark's board. we willing to concede more unopposed just to do some challenges back? I mean, I don't see what doing military back achieves. Yeah, not fun. That's now going to be a Queensguard coming in surely at some point. That's it, right? So 8 power. We can get something back. We can get power back unless the armory is spent. Wyman can just kill the stuff that Dario takes, right?
And
So you can always do that as your last action before going to dominance. If you don't miss the window. Okay, so let's see what we get. Is it going to be playable from this point? Well, not the worst thing, honestly. Rihanna is back. She comes with a couple of shadow cards imprisoned for Dario. That's good what we got here. I think it's playable now. But let's see what the board is like after Wildfire.
Rio, Cat, and Wyman. Oh, so you have to Harris as well. Okay. I think.
Yeah, did I say
Harris.
Wildfire was the only reset? Yeah, we have the Harris as
Yeah.
well. The Harris is actually at this point, yeah, slightly better because of our Chuds. Then when Starcream marshes, we can Wildfire later. Yeah. Yeah, everyone except Arya Hotach probably, or you just maybe keep him since he's a strong military body. Peace and prosperity is kind of like an econ plot.
Richmond's. It has one gift still remaining, right?
Mm-hmm. Well, no power icons in play really, so condemned. Okay, can go to shadows though. And this is not bad either. Now the question is, do we play the Nefarious Acolyte? How much gold? 4 gold plus a King's Road if we use it, and Winterfell Steward. But given that there's still Wildfire to come, probably not. Just prioritize Saraaa and Martell coming in, I think.
Yeah, I think Condemned in Shadows definitely makes sense.
Well, if you're not gonna play her, at least marshal her into shadows so that she doesn't get discarded again. She's going
If
to
you
be
marshal
invaluable in the
her,
late game.
you can marshal her for 4 with both reducers. And you can put poison coin into shadows, maybe. Then just do challenges and hope he doesn't defend. But I guess you could still put her in shadows and hope for the next round. I mean, there's some control. You marshal the...
Okay, we're gonna go with this one. Well, come on!
Why not use it?
Why is he in play but not triggered to stop the, what, 6 gold gained from peace and prosperity? And I don't know what to say, but the key cards are not in play or in shadows. Gone wide with Wildfire still to come instead of... maybe he's thinking Stark will have Morgulis at some point. Yeah, but it's a problem that's not getting solved. Okay, Condemn's going on Eddie. Military is still very much available though, although if he does it with Jorah will sacrifice himself. Jorah's basically a dead card at this point. Should have spent the King's Road really to marshal this Eddie. And yeah, all of these cards, I mean, there wouldn't have been gold if you just blanked Peace and Prosperity. That said, we have now slightly better position because we're going to put Condemned on Eddard and maybe do power, defend power. If Stark wants to compete in that, they need to use the armories and the Plaza of Pride, and even then it's only the reducers. To be fair, if he'd used Nefarious Acolyte, he wouldn't have had the gold for Condemned, although I think the play was not to
I mean, but
marshal
okay,
Poison Coin then.
if you had poison coin in Ariane, but you're 1 gold short for Condemned here, so... Maybe not.
Slightly annoying that we're feeding cards every time we do challenges because Stark can just win on defense. There's gonna be Renown on defense, there's gonna be card draw on defense. Okay. Let Eddie win his challenge and then we do power and not lose power back.
Right
his
now, you
Queensguard
could
and...
put condemn. You could condemn the.
No.
No, you
You
couldn't.
have to condemn Eddard, surely.
I mean, you have a chance to. Have a chance to get poison coin if he doesn't defend.
Well, why before he stands?
Yeah.
No, he's not going to stand, is he?
Probably not.
It's been a few weeks, but I have an incredible urge to tell Connor that he played this one really badly.
And we mean to Connor.
It's slightly difficult to watch some of these games that happened while we were away because game 4 we definitely looked like you had it won and just threw it away, and this one it's still kind of going with. We have counterplay, but we could have had so much more. We could have been in control really here, but we are not.
And on the good side, I don't think Jorah can do challenges realistically because he has 2 power on him and
Yeah, you can probably stand AD and do military though. Then I think there's a freedman that comes in, right?
uh, that maybe.
There we are. And now if we want to defend this one, we have to spend our power icon with 2 strength, which gives Stark the chance. Okay, it's not happening.
They could and then do intrigue still with Dario, presuming there's something with force cost, right? But maybe not. You're getting dominance.
There we are. It's just gonna stand the reducer, right? Or this guy again, and yeah, we're now losing power. I mean, from a 1 strength character.
Yeah.
Even on this board with Condemned, we can't defend power. And I've never seen Queensguard not be revealed for White Harbor yet. Not a single time.
Not a single one, yeah.
Sunday, she's still alive as well, right?
And everything's alive. There's one dead Ben.
And 10 power, so you can play your Wildfire now, and there's gonna be Miss Sundays in hand. It shouldn't have been 11-3. Jorah is gonna self-sacrifice though, so he's probably gonna be killed for Wildfire. But yeah, Eddard
I mean, or just keep him, and if you can.
he's put Missandei into play thinking there won't be another reset. Well, that's at least good for us. Has to be done. I don't think we can survive another round. Ariane could take icons though. Well, okay. Barring the gates is awkward, although she can get around it with
It's no problem for Ariane. I mean, she.
can get condemned through, and there's also
Yeah.
in a pinch that Nefarious Acolyte.
I don't know if Connor is aware of Nefarious Acolyte.
Why is
Because
it in
we
the
didn't
deck?
ask him.
I think it's in the deck. It was in some decks because Buki insisted that we need acolytes to block Tourney for the king. That was back when we played against Tyrell. I don't know what else it's blocking, but yeah, I mean.
But why keep Reducer and not the Acolyte?
Maybe he thinks he needs the reducers to marshal Ariane Martell here.
He has 2 reduced locations.
Maybe thinks he needs the power icons. Well, okay, Acolyte is a
Or
power
Acolyte
icon.
is power icon. Yeah. Is that the lingering venom?
Yeah.
It's not really the most useful right now.
Okay, 4 gold left. This through shadows. It's gonna cost us
And
1.
if you can, if you can get another post power, then you trigger coin as well.
Well, it's either the... well, if you're gonna do that, you need to do that first before using the reducers and stuff. So it's either Shadow City Bastard or it's Tattered Prince are the two realistic options. Although then you can kick yourself if you spend the reducers and you now have leftover gold. You need to
Gold for
calculate
contempt.
in
So,
advance. There was gold here clearly for
or why not put
Nefarious
the
Acolyte
lingering?
to blank barring or something like that if it was needed.
Is lingering venom not free?
Yeah, it's
Can't you
free.
just put it in?
Yeah. I don't think it's gonna
Or
matter.
does it?
It's not gonna reduce anyone's strength to actually kill anyone.
Well, it doesn't reduce the strength, right? Does it not just
Yeah, you know what I mean. It's not gonna reach
yeah.
the game's gonna end
Does it
sooner, I
have
think.
does it have ambush?
No.
But there's some keyword that he has terminal.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Ah, okay, that's our condemned's gone.
Yeah.
Well, one.
But one, and there's still not so many power icons, but I'm sure they are coming. What 8 gold left?
Arstan, okay. Arstan's not bad in Stark. He's awful in Targaryen, but in Stark he's alright.
Oh, that's awkward.
Not gonna make a huge difference in this game. I don't think we can salvage it at this point.
Yeah, I
Paring
mean,
was available all along. Could have even earlier amassed some stuff for us.
you can't even trigger poison coin now.
Why not? We could trigger poison coin,
Oh yeah, you could, okay.
but it's not
But
gonna
the
matter.
problem is,
Everything's
it's not
duped,
gonna
so
matter if you don't just win. But also, you would need to just win this round because I don't know. I mean, survive this round. I mean,
yeah.
because yeah, at the end of the challenges, right? The problem now is there's yeah, they can go into a challenge with I don't know, Arstan and just
It's not stoppable, I don't think.
yeah.
Yeah, it's not stoppable. You can do our power challenge, but yeah. What about all the other challenges?
This way you can't trigger poison coin. I think if you trigger poison coin, you can remove the other icon from AD. That's
Mm-hmm.
I think the best option.
So doing it with stealth would have been better, but then I think Bran sacks him. Well, does he sack himself? I mean, poison coin doesn't
Yeah, I
really
mean,
matter. May as
maybe
well
he sacks
stay.
himself, but at least you get the trigger, right? Because
Yeah.
it's not so much the kill. I don't know. It would be nice, but it's not gonna have you salvage the game. But I think what you needed more is to stop Eddie from going into the challenge. And yeah, the problem is Ario's gonna take Ariane. I don't know Ario, Dario.
Stealth Arstan, I think. Doesn't matter. Whoever is not stealthed apart from Dario is just gonna oppose, I think. Okay, stealthing Dario. It's not going to risk any win by 5, surely. Yeah.
I mean, really, oh, but this is gonna now sacrifice him. No, it's not, because he loses. Sorry.
Yeah. There was another Dario just in case. Well, okay.
So I get 4 power from doing just the military with Eddard, Dario, and
Yeah.
whatever else.
Dario doesn't have the military icon, so he has to first do
Oh, okay.
Intrigue. He'll take Kariane, who has a power icon and stealth.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
I mean, either way.
Yeah.
I feel like mercenary contract is one of those attachments that could set the character you control only.
Yeah, but it's not actually overplayed after the redesigns. You rarely see it. So
Yeah.
it's fair enough. Clearly, people don't think it's worth it, or it doesn't make a really top deck, even though sometimes the interactions are really strong. Yeah, I think this pretty one-sided game, but honestly, could have played a little bit better and it would have been more interesting, I think. If it stopped all the challenges where White Harbor got all the cards and stuff, that wasn't really needed, and we could have stopped the econ on Peace and Prosperity, so that way less of a board would have been re-established. King Rob is in the deck, interesting. What's he doing? Maybe it's no, it doesn't look like the Crag would be in this one.
I mean, you can't have Queen's Guard if you have the normal RAM.
Fair enough.
Just have this one. It's good still.
Okay. Okay, so I just want to see what color it's gonna say. Yeah, okay. Yeah, tough one. That I think that's now 4-2 in favor of Stark, so can't win anymore from here. Had our chances in 2 of the games we lost for sure, so it was a bit difficult to watch at times, but okay, fair enough. I definitely have the recording of game 7 as well. Then we see if we can acquire the recording of game 8. So thank you for watching this one with us and see you in the next one.
Bye.